morning, everybody. My name is Darlene, and I have Parkinson's. Today is Make It Monday. I hope everybody had a wonderful Mother's Day. And I'm making this corn dip today, and that's what we're having for our Mother's Day dinner tonight. I love having dips for dinner. I love that. So that's what we're doing. We're going to make a corn dip and have it. So let's get started. I'm moving a little bit slow today, but that's all right. Let me just turn this a bit so I can see it. Okay, we're going to put, let me just get this here. We're going to put 4 ounces of cream cheese in our bowl. That's the first thing. Now I've had this sitting out a little bit. It's not completely soft, but it's a little bit soft. And then we're going to put a 1/4 cup of sour cream. This goes together very quickly, especially if you have these things measured out. So, okay, 1/4 cup of sour cream. You can't go wrong when you have cream cheese and sour cream. There's just nothing you can do that makes that bad. And then we got 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise. So we've got all of the creamy ingredients for this, that's for sure. This is just a little bit of a different dinner, you know. Usually we'll have something like Mexican or whatever. Mexican dip. Anyway, half of a lime juice. Now, I don't know how much juice is in this lime, so I might end up having to do the whole lime. We'll see if I can even use my juicer. We'll see. All right. Oh, they tell you if you roll it, you get more juice. So let's do that. Okay. Watch it, don't cut my fingers. You might have to turn your volume up just a little because sometimes my microphone is a little far away. I don't have a microphone that goes around my body. It's just the one that's on the machine. I'm not getting this cut very good. There. Okay. Well, that's not exactly halved, but it'll do. That's the story of my life. It'll do. That's what I say all the time. Whatever it is, it'll do. Yeah, I'm not using my hands too much today, so unfortunately. Any juice coming out of that? Oh yeah, that's perfect. That's all the juice we needed. That's perfect. Okay. Let's put that in here. And what else? Okay, then we got 3/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of pepper, and 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder. I've got that all right there. All right. And now we're going to mix that all together. Let's just take that out of there. All right. Now, when we mix it, we're going to hear the mixer. So I hope that doesn't get too loud. Oh, I'm not even sure I got these beaters in right. Oh, I'm splattering it all over myself. I gotta smush this around a bit. Look at this. On my nice dress. All right. Let's get this down in there. As soon as I put it into that cream cheese, it just smushed everywhere. Wasn't obviously soft enough. That's what I get for rushing it. I wanted it to be able to sit in the fridge for a while because it gets better as it sits in the fridge, so I didn't want it to, oh, pardon me for licking my fingers. It's easier than not to get a washcloth right now. All right, let me just punch that down so that it knows it's supposed to be soft. Okay, now let's try it. That's better. All right, now let's see what we have next. We got this one? Yeah, I got this. I don't think I'm going to use this one here. Should have brought a bigger one, but this one's fine. Okay, now what do I have to do now here? Okay, now I'm going to put in the chunky stuff, so I should make sure that this is a little bit smoother than it is because I'm not going to be able to put the mixer in again. So I'll just go a little bit longer with this, and then I'll start putting the chunky stuff in. Oh, that's much better. There, that is much better. All right, so let's just take these feeders out of there. Put them over here. Okay, now the chunky stuff. We've got 15 ounces of canned corn. You can use frozen corn that you defrosted if you want. I had 12-ounce cans, so therefore I put a can and a half in here. Kept the other half in the refrigerator, and we'll have that for another night for our supper. Sorry I'm so slow today, but just the way it is. Oh, there we go. That's lots of corn in there. And 3/4 of a cup of shredded cheese. I'm so used to cleaning up after myself when I'm coming along that I can't help but do it. Okay, and then what is it? Oh, and then I got others. I'm going to mix this in. And I'm going to put in a 1/4 of a cup of chopped parsley. This is only 1/8 of a cup because I'm using dried parsley. I didn't have any fresh parsley, so when you're using the dried, you use a bit less. I'm going to stir this in, and then I'm going to cut some green pepper and red pepper to give it some color. Might take me a little bit to mix it up. What I'll do is I'll cut my peppers and then I will mix it up all together off camera so nobody can watch me struggle with that. Okay, so now I'm going to just chop. Let me move this over to the side so that you can see what I'm doing. Move this to the side, yes. Okay, so now I'm going to chop up some red pepper and green pepper and green onion. And that just makes it so colorful. You know, it's lovely then to look at. Make sure my fingers are out of the way. I'm sure that people don't realize just how you have to compensate when your body is being uncooperative. But I try my best. For some days you just can't do it, but most of the days I'm pretty good. So let's just take it as it comes, I guess. Is everybody having a good Mother's Day, I hope. Hope your kids are treating you good and husband's treating you good. You're the mama to his babies. We've got fur babies, they already treat you good. Fur babies, they know who gives them the food and loves them all the time no matter what. Hard when your own mama passes on because then you're missing them. But you never forget, so you just go on with them. On with the knowledge that they can look down on us. Well, I'll cut that and then I'll lift this pad up, just put it in the bowl. goodness, this is taking a time. I'm sorry it's taking so long. I was watching a video the other day, and the fellow, he doesn't do any talking, he just uses like the time to like show how he cuts on the board, and it's all done like with artistry and stuff. And it's called Web Spoon, the channel, and you watch him and it's just like he cuts everything so intricately and he makes it look so easy. It's like, oh my goodness, if only you could cut like that normally. But I enjoy watching him, that's for sure. He's got very short videos, so it's not like you take a lot of time when he's not talking, you know, but he is terribly interesting. I think he's over in the United Kingdom though, because when he does the temperature for his oven and stuff, it's all in Celsius, so I'm thinking, oh, he's likely in the United Kingdom. Or somewhere maybe in Europe. I don't know, do they in other countries in Europe, is that how they do theirs, is Celsius? I think maybe it is. Okay, I'm not going to make you watch me cut this. I'll do that off camera. I'll just chop a little bit of my onion here, and then I'll bring you back after I got it chopped and stirred in. I'll just put a little bit of the onion. Okay, I'm going to come and turn you off, and then I will come back in just a few minutes, well, however long minutes it takes for me to chop this and stir it in together. Shall return. Okay, I'm back. I've got it mixed up. I got my dishes done, and I'm ready to have a taste test. Now this is much better if it sits in the refrigerator for a while, but I'm just going to show you. There it is. It's all mixed up, and you serve it with these little scoop chips. You're supposed to have frito scoop chips. We don't have any of them. We just have this sort of a tortilla one. And hang on. I'm just going to take a little taste of it here. It's lovely. I expected it to be a little creamier than what it is. But you could put more cream cheese if you wanted it creamier. But it's actually just fine the way it is, and when it's cold, it's going to be very good. So this is what we're having for dinner tonight. I was just thinking if somebody wanted to heat that up, put a little more cheese on it. You could heat it up with a little bit of rotisserie chicken. It would be lovely. Anyway, thank you for joining me for Make It Monday, and I hope everybody's had a great day, and we'll see you all again tomorrow. Now, if I can only just get up and get to turn the video camera off. We'll see how that goes. All right, I got here. See you tomorrow.